It's Friday today. This campsite is going to be busy. Not spotless. It was funny, people, it was. Funny for me, maybe not for them. Gonna have to mark them down on that one, eh? Spring is in the air, people. I can smell maple sap coming from the trees. And then the daddy pig sort of bluff charged me. Today we're going to head to the Forest of Dean and we're going to stay on a big busy site called BRACELANDS campsite in Gloucestershire. We'll check out this campsite and its facilities. Then we're going to go for a lovely walk and explore the Wye Valley. We're going to check out some amazing viewpoints. We're going to go for a beer and we're going to finish the evening with some very fruity cheeseburgers. Thank you for joining me on this adventure. Let's start living the dream. So this isn't my first impressions of the campsite, people, because I have stayed here before. It was about 8-10 years ago, and this is a very big campsite. Now I'm paying £24.80 for a grass electric pitch, which seems reasonable. They do have hard standing, and hard standing is the same price. Now I am being charged less because I'm a single person. However, it seems like it's about £1.50 less. So, you know, it's not really much of a single occupancy discount, but it's better than nothing, I suppose. Yeah, this is now under new management since I last stayed. And yeah, looks reasonably decent, looked after well, plenty of staff about. And there are some deer in the camping field with us now as well, because this is kind of gated because there's wild boars all around us. But yeah, looks like they've added a flock of deer. Or a herd of deer, whatever you call them. There's a load of deer in here with us. But yeah, looks pretty good. Now, I am kind of going to be very exposed. I'm not really got a very private pitch, unfortunately. It's Friday today. This campsite is going to be busy. In fact, when I looked online yesterday to try and book this campsite, it told me there were no electric pitches available. Now I need an electric pitch because it's going to be very cold in the night. However, when I rang up this morning, they said there is grass pitches available. Yeah, I think it's about £16.80 it would have cost me for the night without electricity, which is a pretty reasonable price, to be fair. Yeah, and there are some extra large jumbo pitches as well, and they're 30 something. So yeah, it's quite quiet at the minute, but it's going to be very busy later on. Anyway, well, let's go check out these facilities then if we can without being labelled a complete weirdo. Yeah, because there are a lot of people about here, unfortunately. Let's start living that dream, yeah. Plenty of these bin units scattered about. Non-recyclable, general waste, and recycle bins there. So yeah, that's pretty good. Little burger van there. Decent. So this is a big facility block, plenty of showers here. They are push button, unfortunately. Plenty of sinks here. And then there's, through this bit, there's a load of urinals and cubicles. Doesn't look overly clean, but it doesn't look too bad. to be fair. Yeah, I mean, not spotless, but yeah, not too bad. And this is a very big facility block. Now, there are 3 of these on the campsite. However, one of them is closed at the minute because, well, it's in the non-electric field and there's not many people probably going to stay on that field because it is very cold at night. But yeah, plenty sufficient for the campsite, I would say. I mean, they're not too grubby, they're not too bad. There is a lot of lime scale around the shower there, and you know, like mildew, mould around here and that, but they're okay. At the end of the day, it's not a £30 a night campsite. Through DVDs and books just outside the toilet block. Big map there, it's pretty decent. A load of information here, and a load of information here as well. Disabled facilities there, so that's pretty good. Okay, so the books and DVDs are 50p each. I think you buy them, yeah. But the money goes to charity, so it's not too bad. These are the hard standing pitches here. They're all fully booked tonight though. I do like those little pods, very nice. Wow, these are pretty cool. I'm assuming they are for rent. So behind me here is the grass field with non-electric, and it is very uneven. Yeah, now the hard standing pitches are level. The grass electric field I'm on isn't overly level. I am sloped slightly. Hopefully it's not too bad. It's a little bit annoying because I'm sloped with my head down and my feet up, and I don't like sleeping like that. This is another grass field and it is very sloped. This is the field I stayed in before. I stayed right over there and it wasn't too bad, and I was told not to go down that bit there, which is really sloped, because you'll get stuck. And whilst I was here, somebody went down that bit there and they got stuck. It was funny, people, it was. Funny for me, maybe not for them. Yeah. So this is one of the other toilet blocks. Now I think this is the one the lady said was closed, but there's 2 open at the minute, so that's not too bad. This is one of 3 toilet waste points. Now you probably can't see them on camera, but just straight ahead where I'm pointing, there is a load of deer. Now I don't want to go too close because there's people watching them. If I walk over and disturb them, everyone's going to hate me. But that's a nice little touch. They weren't here the first time I stayed. Yeah, I do like that. Very nice. So yeah, a very big campsite, people. Very big. And there are some amazing views, and there are some amazing walks around here that we're going to go do in a minute as well. Gorgeous day, eh? Gorgeous day. Brilliant, people. Brilliant. Bit gutted that it's cold at night and that I have to be on the electric pitches, because I'm literally right behind me there where everybody else is. It's just packed up there. Yeah. Whereas down here where I stayed before, it is lovely and quiet and there is nobody. So yeah, that's a little bit guttering, to be honest, people. But never mind, it is what it is. So there is a laundrette and washing up area. However, there's some workmen there at the minute, so I can't really go film that without them seeing me and without putting them on camera. That's not really fair on them. They're just trying to do a job, you know. So yeah, just been to check out the shop, and it's quite a nice shop, to be fair. It's quite small, you know, just some cold drinks, ice creams, some sort of toys and play stuff for kids, and the odd bit of camping gear and bread rolls and that sort of thing. Yeah, it was reasonably decent. Got myself a can of Dr Pepper, £1.50. I assume that's reasonable for a campsite shop, but I'm not entirely sure, to be honest with you. Now, I did ask about local beers, because I was hoping to get a local beer, but they don't have a licence to sell beer, unfortunately. Yeah, gonna have to mark them down on that one, eh, people? Yeah. So the campsite is open all year round, and dogs are welcome. I'm quite surprised dogs are welcome, to be honest, because there's the deer roaming around over there. So I'm assuming they must be kept on leads at all time. But yeah, cheers everyone. Beautiful day, hey? Beautiful. I don't think I'm going to like the sight so much tomorrow when there's loads of people everywhere, but yeah, never mind. Yeah, it's a reasonably good sight to be fair, and it is right in the middle of the Forest of Dean, right near some pretty amazing stuff that we're going to go check out in a minute, so yeah, it's decent. Right, well then people, the campsite is starting to fill up, so it's my cue to get out and explore. Yeah, we're going to head down this way. I think there's a little gate down here, and we'll take that to a woodland path that'll bring us out along the River Wye, and we're going to walk along the River Wye to Yat Rock. So I'm sure there's a gate down here somewhere. Yeah, if my memory serves me correct. So there's probably definitely not a gate down here somewhere. So yeah, we have a nice little stile here. Brings us out onto a main track, which will take us directly to the River Wye. So let's go check it out, people. And let's start to live the dream. Yeah. Hard doing that with one hand in the air holding the camera. The River Wye, people. Yep, beautiful. Now, if you come out of the campsite and walk the correct way, you can be here from the campsite in about 20 minutes. Now, that's not what I did. I came out of the campsite and thought, I know where I'm going. I've stayed here before. I've done this walk before. I know exactly what I'm doing. And I walked the wrong way. So, yeah, but that's just because I'm a bell end. Had I paid attention, yeah, probably about 20 minutes to get here. So I'm going to walk along the river all the way to Yat Rock. Now, you don't have to walk along the river. There is a shorter, more direct route through the actual woods. So, yeah, you can do that. And there is a car park there as well, so you can actually just drive there. But I think that's pay and display car park. But I've got the day to explore, so I'm going to walk along the river and take the long, scenic route. So, yeah, start living that dream, people. Spring is in the air, people. I can smell maple sap coming from the trees, and I absolutely love that smell. Yat Rock viewpoint, people. Yeah, there's a few viewpoints here. It's probably the most famous view of the Wye Valley up here. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, there is a car park just over there and a cafeteria. Yeah, let's go check out the rest of the viewpoints then, eh? Yeah. So yeah, you can probably get to that view platform in about an hour from the campsite. Yeah, it's pretty decent, to be fair. Worth checking out if you're in the area, as it is like the most famous view of the Wye Valley. Anyway, I'm going to head back now, go for a walk along the river back the other direction, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I might cross over the river at a bridge further down and go check out a bit that side maybe. Yeah, not sure. We'll see. Got plenty of time because didn't take as long to get here as I thought. Well, I had to stop and get myself a beer, people. So I stopped in the Saracen's Head, got myself a pint of Nightjar. I've never had this before, so I'm looking forward to it. Yeah. So I would like to thank 3 amazing subscribers who have bought me a beer recently. Thank you, Jan and Kev, and thank you, Nigel and Janet. But of course, I would like to thank all of my subscribers because you're all amazing people. So cheers, everyone. Yep, I like that, people. That is a good stout. Yeah. Cheers. Well, don't judge me, people, but I saw a mango daiquiri craft cider and thought I've got to give it a go. Cheers. Oh, that's really good, actually. It's flat as well, and nice and sweet, just like me, eh? Well, it appears I've just crossed the border, people. I am now in Wales. So yeah, gonna go for a little walk in Wales. Yeah, lovely evening, very lovely. I've got to cross the drawbridge, people. I've got to get back into England. The other side of the bridge is England. Yep. I could just feel too much resentment in that little area that I just walked through. That's a joke, by the way. I actually like Wales, to be fair. It is a nice country. There's only that little section that I just walked is Wales. The majority of that is actually England. The campsite is in England, yeah. But yeah, to continue on the path there, I would be in Wales. To cross the bridge and continue on the path that way, I'll be back in England. So stick to what you know, eh, people? Stick to what you know. Well, I'm going to head back now then, people. This has been a really lovely walk and not many people about, so it's been pretty good, to be fair. Yeah, seen plenty of little shrews, I believe they are, keep running out of the grass, and I keep hearing them squeaking in the grass. That's been quite nice. Haven't seen any wild boars yet. Now, when I stayed on the campsite before, I went out looking for wild boars, and I was out near that rock we were at, Yat Rock or whatever. And I was like ram ears, tracking, looking for prints and everything I was. And yeah, looked all over the place, off the beaten track, found nothing. Then I went back to the campsite and went for a little walk just outside the campsite. And they were all just around the campsite. They just came out at dusk. In fact, I remember it well. I found this big like viewing chair, you know, like a chair on stilts or whatever. And I was looking at that, and then I saw the little piglets come along. There was a family of them with some little piglets, and it was really great. And then later on, I was watching Ray Mears, and he was out here looking for the wild boar, and he was at that viewing platform. And I remember looking at it thinking, that is exactly where I saw them. And that's not far from the campsite. Yeah, that was really good. Really good coincidence, that was. If I see any tonight, I'll let you know. I'm not really going to go out of my way to look for them because I've seen them before. And yeah, it's great seeing them, especially when they had little piglets. That was really nice. That's quite funny actually, because they came out and then they sort of spotted me and they froze. And then the daddy pig sort of bluff charged me, sort of, yeah, went to sort of charge me, but obviously he was just bluffing. And I just stood there looking at him and he backed off. But yeah. Now, there's never been any reports of wild boar attacking anyone, so you don't have to worry about being mauled. So, yeah. Anyway, hopefully I'll spot some. Be a good end to the day. But yep, let's get back and cook up some tea. I'm about an hour away from the campsite, to be fair. So it's going to be dark by the time I get there, because the sun is going to set very shortly. But yeah, gorgeous time to be out walking along the river, people. Absolutely gorgeous. Brilliant. Living the dream, eh? Living the dream. Oh yes, indeed I am. Yeah. Well, I'm back now, people, and unfortunately this Hull electric field is completely full. And there's selfish families here having fun. The nerve. Now, I'm always quite lucky that I can avoid going away when there's kids about, but today's Friday, so it's just one of them. I don't really like my pitch because I'm in the middle and I'm exposed, and I don't like pitches like that. I like privacy. But I have got to say, the pitches here are a good size. My neighbours are quite far from me. They're not close. So yeah, I've got to give credit where due. These are good sized pitches. Anyway, going to cook up some tea now, and going with my unusual flavoured burgers, I thought I would try some banana mozzarella cheeseburgers. I reckon that's going to be pretty damn tasty, and I'm looking forward to it. So let's crack on with it and give it a go. Yep, the pitch sure is sloped. All the oil is running this way. So I'm going to put something underneath that to try and sort the problem out. I'm sure it'll do. Add a bit of mayonnaise to moisten the bun. So the bananas are a little bit green, but I'm sure they'll be fine, eh? Well, these little smash burgers don't seem to be as good as the Aldi ones. They seem to have shriveled up quite a bit smaller. The Aldi ones that I had yesterday, which would have been in the last video, seem to have held their size a lot better. But never mind. Well, it's time to find out whether or not I am a culinary genius. Of course, if you've watched a few of my videos, you will already know that I am. But I reckon these are going to be pretty damn good, you know. Yep. Look at that. Well, let's give it a go and find out. That is really good. But you know the weird thing? It actually tastes like a pork and apple sausage. It actually does. That was the first thing I tasted. I thought, oh my God, pork and apple sausage. Well, believe it or not, people, those burgers were amazing. I really enjoyed them. I definitely am a culinary genius. Yep. So the campsite does have free Wi-Fi, and the lady did say don't expect much from it. And to be honest, yeah, I can't really get on it to watch YouTube from my pitch. She did say if you really want to use it, you have to sort of go stand near the reception. However, I do have good signal on my mobile SIM router, so I'm going to watch some YouTube.
The bad guy get kicked out of the window, not once, not twice, but 13 times. That's Steven Seagal's way of telling the audience that making a movie that lasts an entire 90 minutes is really hard. Then he throws this one-liner out there.
Hey, looks like he got the hiccups. Somebody get that guy a glass of water.
What the f does that even mean?
Morning everyone. I actually slept really well last night, and I'm a bit surprised. I thought I was going to get woken up early in the morning by families and kids, selfish people having fun, you know. But I actually didn't. The campsite's actually been really quiet this morning, and yeah, got a good night's sleep, so I'm happy with that. So there is a village shop which is about 10-15 minutes walk down the road, and there's a bus stop just there as well. One bus a day to a place called Monmouth, so yeah, not a lot in the way of buses. The nearest supermarket is 2.5 miles away in a place called Clowford, and there are buses in Clowford as well. So it is a big, busy site. Now the facility block is kind of what you expect for a big, busy site like this that has the amount of pitches or the amount of people turn up as this campsite does. However, they were reasonably clean, to be fair, for a site this size, because often sites this size, the toilets get a bit grubby. Now I did arrive early on Friday, so maybe that's why. But yeah, they were pretty decent. Anyway, I'm going to pack up and head off now then, people. If you've enjoyed any of this, like and subscribe to catch me on another adventure. Keep living the dream, and I'll see you soon.